the federal government is taking aim at how much salt we eat. And here to explain the new guidelines is Megan Anderson, a registered dietitian at the Heart Hospital of Austin. Thanks for joining us.
Thank you.
All right, so let's talk, what are the new guidelines?
Well, most Americans have more than 3,400 milligrams of sodium, and the new healthy eating guidelines that came out last year suggested that we should only have about 2,300. The American Heart Association recommends about 1,500 milligrams of sodium per day.
All right, so how do you cut back?
Well, first of all, the importance of all of this is it can definitely, too much salt can affect your blood pressure, which is a leading risk factor for heart disease. So by looking at food labels and paying attention to how much salt is in the foods that you're buying at the grocery store or when you're eating out. And what is often surprising is only about 25% of the sodium that we eat is from the salt shaker.
Oh.
Most of it is going to be from your processed foods. So your deli meats, your breads, your chips, a lot of your condiments are high salt foods.
Oh, so anything you would probably eat at a fast food restaurant you'd be grabbing for lunch.
Yes.
And could you consume your day's worth of salt with one meal at a fast food restaurant?
Yes, a lot of the chain restaurants will have a hamburger and fries could have more than 3,000 milligrams of sodium in one meal.
Goodness. Well, so as a dietitian at the Heart Hospital, I'm sure you come across people who say, I want to change my diet.
Yes.
But so basically you're saying you have to start cooking and doing fresh fruits, fresh vegetables.
Right.
Look outside the prepackaged things.
Yes, yes. And so all of our meals that we serve our patients at the Heart Hospital meet the Heart Association guidelines of 1,500 milligrams or less per day of sodium. And so obviously the things we already encourage, your fresh fruits and vegetables, your lean protein, and then a great alternative using a Mrs. Dash or fresh herbs to season so you get the flavor without the salt.
Yeah, and you know, this is not a new message by any means to cut back on salt, change your diet, but is it hard to convince people, and why?
Well, I think salt gives people the flavor that they're looking for. And so a lot of people don't know how to replace the salt. And so finding new recipes or now that it's summer season, you can have the fresh herbs and really find new ways to season your fish or your chicken.
Yeah, make it kind of fun too to change up the way you're eating and feel a little bit better about yourself. Megan Anderson, thank you so much for joining us this morning.